shit that just keeps you feeling young, or some weird shit, you know. My buddy comes up to me the other day at work and says, hey, let me ask you something. Serious question. Would you suck a dick for $1 million? First instant, I'm like, no, man, I ain't sucking a dick for $1 million, but that's a lot of money for a few minutes worth of work, right? You imagine going home and being able to buy your kid anything you want, right? All the neighborhood kids flexing in front of the neighborhood kids, they come over and like, holy shit, Billy, you got a pool, you got a dirt bike, and a four-wheeler, what the fuck, man? Dude, my dad sucked a dick and bought me all of this shit. He bought it all. Damn, Billy, you're lucky. I wish my dad had sucked a dick, you know? I wish he'd suck a dick, right? Same guy comes up to me, he says, hey, this is how he rolls at work. He says, hey, would you suck a dick to stay out of jail? Let me ask you that. Without hesitation, I'm like, I'm probably sucking that dick, right? You know what I mean? Because as soon as I get to jail, I'm sucking 4. And that's just the warm-up, right? That's the appetizer. You don't even want to hear about the main course. You don't even hear about the main course. I don't think anybody's judging me for sucking that one, right? I don't think anybody is, but this next story is actually about one of my buddies who's you're gonna see tonight. I think he might be up next, but he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, have you ever carjacked?" Oh God! I said, "I've never stolen a car. If that's what you mean." He said, "No, have you ever carjacked?" And I'm confused still. And he sees that. And he says, "Have you ever jerked off in your car, man?" And I said, I don't know, maybe when I was young, I don't really remember it. He's like, no, have you ever jerked off in your car while you're driving? I said, no, I don't guess I have. He says, you gotta try it, it's the best. And I'm thinking, I'm like, hold on a second, this is true. I said, what are you doing with it when you're driving? What are you doing with it? He says, oh man, I just stick my hand out the window and I shake it. I just shake it. This fucking animal. You know this animal? I was like, I don't care how fast you're going, you're not cleaning your hand off, you know? You're not cleaning off. I said, what are you doing with the residual, the leftover goo? What are you doing with it? He said, oh man, I just wipe it on the hood of the roof of my car. I just wipe it. This is a fucking true story, guys. I just wipe it on the hood.
Ace Ventura.
And we're outside when he tells me this, and I look over at his car. And the clear coat, right above the driver's seat, is gone. It's fucking gone. All the clear coat's gone. This is a true story. I'm gonna say something, ladies. If it's doing that to the clear coat, what's it doing to y'all? I don't know what's it doing to the inside, right? His name is Wayne. I'm gonna call him out on that, right? You know, I'm gonna call him out. I've been married a while. I've got 4 kids. I know, right? And 4's not even that much. Every time I say that, people are like, oh my God. I'm like, shit, it's just 4 kids, shit. I know, a bitch got 12, you know? But I've got a few kids, and I've been married 10 years, man. I've been married 10 years. Woo! It's hard to keep things, interesting when you've been married that long. You gotta mix it up. So me and my wife, we talked about it. We went and we bought a bunch of wigs. We bought like 3 wigs each. We started going out to the bar as different people. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is where it's at. You can get away with whatever you want, as a different person, That was Steve, it wasn't even me. But I started getting carried away with it. A few weeks ago, we went home, and I was feeling good. I had a few drinks in me. We were both still in costume. So we didn't have Halloween, dude. You know how cool that is as an adult to be in costume in Halloween? I don't even get dressed up in Halloween and shit, right? I said, baby, my wife's name is Amy. I said, babe, I know Amy don't like anal, but how's Susan feel about it? My wife said, Amy and Susan don't like it, And I said, well, shit. Brent respects that, but Brent ain't fucking here tonight, you know what I mean? Brent's not here tonight. I was in Randy's wig, and Randy race, Randy's wild. I'm kidding, but I do have 3 girls. I had 3 girls in a row. I just had a boy, so for the longest time I was like, shit, I don't think I'm gonna have a boy. We had gender reveal parties. You know what I'm talking about. For every kid. You know how fun it is when the first three it's all girls. You know, I don't even want to do the fourth one, right? I was mad as hell. I didn't want to do it, but we had a boy, and it was, big surprise. It was fun, right? But I grew up thinking I knew how to discipline my kids. I was beating shit. I want to beat my kids. I'm gonna beat me. Nothing criminal, just enough to make your company uncomfortable enough to leave, right? You know what I mean? They're like, hey, she's freaking out. Let's get the fuck out of here, right? But I didn't think about having all girls at first, right? It's hard to discipline cute little girls. It's hard. It's real hard, especially when my wife's like, hey, don't yell at them. And I'm like, how are they going to know I'm mad if I'm not yelling? You know, how are they going to know? But you don't think about that kind of stuff, having girls, But now I've got this boy, and I feel like he's going to get it all. I feel bad for him. He's going to get it all. I feel like I can unleash on him. He's going to learn from their mistakes, right? He's going to learn. He's going to learn. But no, I had a boy in February after having 3 girls, right? Thank you. Yay! But we had that gender reveal party, right? And by this time, I'm over it. I'm fed up with it. I'm done. When we get there, we're going to do a simple one this time. It's just going to be cake. No fucking pinatas and shit. Last one we did a pinata. You want to know how depressing it is to bust pink out of a pinata? No candy in it. But we did a cake. You cut it, it's pink or blue, boy or girl. We get there, my 9-year-old daughter, she looks at me, she goes, Dad, I hope it's chocolate. I asked my wife, what's it mean if it's chocolate? She said, well, he's going to be more athletic and have a bigger dick, right? I said, that shit ain't funny at all. I told my daughter, at the very least, if it's chocolate, you get 2 Christmases, baby. She was excited for chocolate, right? So they ain't that day, right? But I had a boy. It was great. It's awesome, right? I'm excited. But let me just say this one thing before you get too excited with me. It's early. It was only like 6 months ago, right? I don't want to get too excited. What if God's throwing me a curveball? What if he's fucking with me, Hey, here's your son. I know you wanted him. He's happy. He's healthy. And he's trans. First words, it's ma'am. That is ma'am, Whatever. Maybe I'm gonna love my kids no matter what. Maybe I can accept that. Maybe we can deal with it. I'm just hoping that he's an athletic trans, You know what I mean. You know what I mean? I'm thinking WNBA. You know what I mean. WNBA, finally. My kid, Maples, my last name? You got the biggest dick in the locker room, guys. You know what I mean? This is a big deal for me. The biggest dick in the locker room. I'm going to change my family's legacy. I'm going to get a bumper sticker made. My daughter's dick's bigger than yours, right? Jefferson Elementary. I don't know. No, I can probably handle it all. I just can't handle it. Where I draw the line is when he shows up in the front yard in a dress and wants my ass in front of the neighbors. You know what I mean? Hey, Larry, mind your fucking business. You know what I mean? There's a family matter. I'm going to send him over to you when he's done with me, right? Excuse me, after she's done with me. Apologize, right? Excuse me. I've been thinking about some weird shit lately. After having my son. Let me ask you something. You think a guy with a micro penis believes in God? That's just something I was just thinking. I mean, he's mad at him, I'd imagine, right? Let me ask you this. You think a guy with a micro penis who's having a son, don't look, it has nothing to do with my situation. It's just a second joke, a different joke. But you think a guy with a micro penis who's having a son hopes his son's got a normal penis? I mean, we're supposed to want bigger and better things than we have for our kids. Am I right? Am I right? But I'll be damned if my daughter's going to dick shame me in my own house. That's just not happening, guys. It ain't happening. Lose a little bit of my soul every time I change his diaper. I'm proud, but I'm dying inside. You right? You know what I mean? It's double folding out of the diaper. I'm like, what are you going to do with that, right? What are you going to do with that? Doctor seemed impressed. Doctor seemed impressed. All right, we'll do it. You having fun yet, or what? Yeah? I have been there a while. Sometimes you screw up. You know what I mean. This guy. You're right here in front of me, it's just the easiest route, you know. You ever piss your wife off? You married? I thought you were. I thought you were. I actually looked after, I didn't even look before, but anyways. God's married, guys, you know, he's married. I pissed my wife off the other day. And I went to the store, I was gonna get her something to make her, you know, make her happy, make it good. But I couldn't find a Walmart or a Hallmark card that said, "Hey, sorry, babe, I accidentally got a hand job at the massage parlor." You know, I got a happy ending, and I didn't even plan to. I just went to the massage parlor to get a massage. Listen, I've been there once before, not during COVID, but I went during COVID, and the little Asian lady, she had a mask on. I texted for her. I said, "Hey, you can take the mask off." English may not have been her first language, but she come back in with her pants off. Still had a mask on. Still had a mask on, you know what I mean? And at that point, I wasn't going to say much. She started throwing hand sanitizer around and just started the party, you know? Just started the party. I'm not afraid of a hand job. I'm not going to correct the mistake at that point, right? But I did have I had a realization. This is true. I had a realization. I've been here once before. It's $60 for a massage after tip. I brought $60. I feel like this shit's about to be extra, you know what I mean? This shit's gonna be extra. What am I gonna do? Hey, yo! Don't finish, I can't afford the rest of it, right? I can't afford the rest. Honestly, by then I'd already finished, you know what I mean? I wasn't even an option, I'd already finished. But I did have to switch to a different massage parlor. It was getting out of hand, because I couldn't go without a hand. You know, I couldn't even go without giving one, huh? Giving one. I ain't giving them. I'm just saying I'm getting. Just so that's clear. That was a slip of the tongue. I'm paying $6 giving her and jerk dudes off, right? You know what I mean? Good times, guys. Try it out. He knows what I'm talking about, right? Anyone in general, just that table, right? But no, I had to switch it up. I thought we had a connection. I thought things were going good, and I go in there, and I'm laid back having a good time. I look over, and she's doing this right here. Hey, have some respect. Look me now if you're gonna jerk me off. You know what I mean? Have a little respect. Crushing candy is what I'm trying to finish over here. You know what I mean? This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I'm gonna do one more, and this is a brutal one, guys. So you're in luck. You know, I've only said this in a couple of times. Never on a stage like this. So we're gonna roll with this, okay? Y'all ready? Buckle up. I've been married 10 years though, like I say, and marriage is hard. Everybody knows that. It's hard. But it's harder on some than others. In my case, I married a woman that eats pineapple, yeah, right? End of the story, right? You know what I mean? This day and age, you ought to be clapping. I married a woman that eats pineapples on her pizzas. And let me tell you something, guys. At first, that was a fucking issue. It was an issue. Then I found out my buddy's wife fucked like 3 of her co-workers. Turns out the fucking pizza wasn't even an issue. The pineapples I can deal with, I'll get over that. I feel like that other shit would get old, right? That shit would get old. But with that being said, my wife still finds ways to get under my skin. Like when I can't find my keys. And I'm visibly frustrated running through the house looking for my keys. My wife hits me with, "Hey, where's the last place you had them?" Where's the last place I had them? Why didn't I fucking think of that myself, right? But she's got my daughter saying it too. My daughter's 9 years old. She's like, "Daddy, where's the last place you had them?" Like she's fucking better than me, you know? She can't never find shit. She can never find shit. Like she's better than me. I'm just saying, I saw some shit on the news the other day where a guy murdered his whole family. Murder-suicide. Killed his whole family, killed himself. I don't know what pushes a guy to do that, but I imagine it's the small shit. Like hitting him with, "Where's the last place you had him?"
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm with Brett.
I don't know, maybe I'm just saying, you know if dad's wild, guys. You know if dad's wild and capable of some shit. If you see him visibly frustrated running through the house, looking for his keys. Maybe pause Netflix, get off the couch, and flip a cushion. So Dad can take a drive. Maybe cool off a little bit, right? Before he murders y'all motherfuckers, right? And of course he's gonna have to turn the gun on himself, because Christmas won't be the same. And then it won't be happy, I can guarantee you that. But he's emptied the clip. He's got no ammo, right? He's got no ammo. He's looking down. Where's the last place you had it, right? You know what I mean? You heard it. Fine. I appreciate you coming tonight. You know what I mean? Hey guys, I'm Brent Maple with Wichita Falls. I'm so glad you guys came out. Thank y'all.